Sports Unfolded NBA show. And Kenny, we got some stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
We definitely have some explaining to do.
Ooh.
Look, we got a great show. I'm your host, Ron, and I got the big dog Kenny in the house. He is here again, and he is going to explain how he came about, what he came about, and I can't wait for that one. But we got all kinds of stuff. We have, of course, do you know later on?
Oh, here we go.
And Kenny, you gained ground last week, right? You gained 3. You got
Yep.
all of them right.
Yep. The question was
So
it
you're
was
back in the saddle.
it?
We also have some headlines. The headlines are interesting, let me tell you.
Oh.
Because like what happened in the debut of Anthony Davis, and let's just cut to the chase. Let's get right to it. As soon as I can find the graphics, because everything is all over the place right now.
Oh.
Look, it is. That's not it.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Yeah, that might not even be here. So we're gonna go to the headlines, and Anthony Davis played in his debut, right? How long did he last? How long?
Hey, you know what? First quarter, he had 20 points, 10 boards, and 8 assists or something like that. And then
Man on a mission.
all of a sudden, second half, boom, injury,
Boink.
out for a month.
Yeah. Out for a month, a solid month.
Month.
I mean, there isn't much left of the regular season. There's only, 30 games or so?
Yeah, yep.
25 to 30, depending on the team.
Yeah, yep.
That's bad, because you're going to miss a good chunk of that. You're going to miss, like, at least 10 to 15 games.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah,
I mean, you played one game and you got hurt.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't really worry too much, because tonight Luka debuts? I mean, he might not make it through the game either, so
yeah. We'll see. I wish I could watch. I wish I could watch that one.
How long is it going to be before he and LeBron gets into a fight over the ball? They're going to be trying to take the ball from each other.
I don't know. You should
imagine that on the court. Oh my God, that would be hilarious. Hilarious.
The Lakers were 3-0 last week, so the real fun has begun. You know what I'm saying? And the Miami Heat was 1-2, so that drama has ended. So we shall see about this week.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes, and frankly, those teams that made big changes aren't doing so well.
No. Nope. Not at all.
None of them. San Antonio, they've lost their last 2. They don't look like they're going to make the playoffs. And I thought that trade was fantastic. It hasn't worked out very well.
Well, Pop is still out. He's going to be out for probably the rest of the season. So without your main guy, your main coach, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, but still, I mean, the players got to be accountable at some point.
Yeah.
That was a pretty great trade for San Antonio, and they're going in the opposite direction. So the teams are not looking very well. Cleveland has won their last 2. Yeah, those Clippers are doing okay, right?
Yeah, they're about to sign Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll help.
Yeah, yeah.
Could you imagine that LA Clippers, can they make it to the championship?
No, 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 no. They're not going to make it. They can't. No,
You sound
no,
very
no,
doubtful, but you're not
no,
sure you're
no,
doubtful.
no. I no. You know what? I'm positive
Okay.
because
Good enough for me.
because
So we
Kawhi.
don't really have to talk about them, right?
No, we don't have to talk about them. Plus, they're getting Ben Simmons, and Ben Simmons doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play.
Yeah. You never know. Like his head is just on wrong.
I don't know.
His head is on wrong.
Yeah.
So, let me see if I can find the graphics for the power rankings. Oh, there's this graphic.
Oh, it's a
So
great
that's
graphic.
good.
Right,
That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Pretty impressive, yeah. Pretty impressive.
We got this one. Yeah. It was set up so much better with three people because then we had that block over there on the left with that graphic.
Oh, okay.
But number 5, and this is the one that puzzles me, Kenny. I gotta say, I'm looking at this, and I don't know how they are above Memphis. Memphis completely dropped out.
Yep.
Now, Memphis they lost their last game. But so did the Knicks.
Uh-huh.
The Knicks also are 7-3 in their last 10, which is really good, right?
Yeah.
But Memphis is 8-2 in their last 10, which is better.
Yeah.
Their win percentage is also higher than the Knicks.
Yep. Yeah.
So, Kenny, why are the Knicks ahead of Memphis, who was in the top 5, and they've maintained 8-2 in their last 10?
They had some quality wins. They had some quality wins in the last few weeks.
The Knicks?
Yeah.
Oh.
But they continue to struggle against the best
talking about
of the
Memphis.
best. I'm talking about the Knicks.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Knicks. But they continue to struggle against the best of the best. After the Celtics debacle, which they got beat Saturday night, I mean, I had them 5 because they had, like I said, they had some quality wins in the past few weeks.
So do you think they're a better team than Memphis?
Yes.
Even though all the numbers say no?
Yep. They're a better team than Memphis. OG has to stay healthy. And everybody has to just stay healthy. But they had some quality wins last week. Well, the past few weeks.
Hugo's in the house. Hello, Hugo.
Hugo.
So, yeah, I'm just a little skeptical about that Knicks being ahead of Memphis. That was the one for me. I get you putting Denver in there. They are on a tear right now. Winners of 6 in a row.
Yep.
So I get that. I just was a little skeptical of and look who's in the house. He is here. Now he's really going to screw things up.
What up? Look at that.
Hey!
You're killing me, Eric. Killing me.
Hey, buddy. Look.
Killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah, I just downloaded it as you were blocked.
Eagles green tonight for the. I like
yes.
it.
Yes.
Hey, a little doctor, but Eagles green.
Eric, now I can dislike the Eagles again.
There you go, buddy. I'm glad.
They did their thing. I liked them for a day. Now it's over.
And the Sports Unfolded curse lives on. So.
Oh my God, that is so great. So great.
Basically, we ruined the Detroit Lions, the Buffalo Bills, and the Kansas City Chiefs all on the play.
Isn't that hilarious?
great job to us.
We got to use that all the time.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
No.
You go. What up?
Who's next? So we've gotta do that in like the NBA championships.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll do it. We'll do it for the NBA playoffs. No doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt.
So
don't know where you're at, gentlemen.
We were just talking about number 5 and number 4.
Number 5, Knicks. Yes.
Number 5, Knicks. Number 4, Denver. I was questioning the Knicks being ahead of Memphis.
Yeah.
Who is no longer on it. 8-2 Memphis. Last 10.
But I will say this: the Knicks, they're solid. They are solid.
I know they're solid.
They're in between. They're probably the third best team in the East. So I'm okay with it. Just because I think even Denver to me is still not playing great basketball. They're steady, but
in a row.
You're not. I don't feel it like I did in years past.
Yeah. Even though they're shorthanded. Like you said, they won 6 in a row, and they're climbing to third in the West. So I mean, Joker is doing his thing. 30-point triple doubles all season long.
The man is the best player in the league right now.
Yeah. So I got him at Player of the Week. But
did you hear that, LeBron?
If I didn't pick him, Michael Porter Jr. is heating up on that team,
which they're gonna need, right? Because Jamal Murray just never came back right from that injury.
Nope.
Not the same player. It's been a couple of years now, and you're still like what the trajectory he was on.
Yeah.
Before that injury, he was like the next big star.
Yeah.
And you just don't feel it as much with Denver.
Yeah.
But again, I like the Joker too. I think quiet, right?
Wait, you like the Joker too?
I like the Joker.
That was a terrible movie.
It was. Lady Gaga though, you gotta give her that for the Super Bowl there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did a pretty good job.
Did a good job.
I would have liked to seen her perform instead of Kendrick Lamar.
You know what?
Worst, that was the worst one ever.
I will say a lot of messages in there that once you read more about it,
I don't care about the messages. I don't give a rat's butt about the messages.
He was trying to, he's talking about Black America and how they basically built this country.
Yeah.
But then you also got to look at the Drake beef, and he pretty much killed him. He killed Drake.
Did.
Drake done.
Sure
it doesn't matter. I don't care about their little beef, their little lovers' quarrel.
I get it, but it was that. I think that was his agenda, and I think he succeeded in doing that. I don't think he was there to put a show on.
It's his agenda. It's not. It's supposed to be a show for the fans, not a show for freaking Drake.
I get it.
It hurt my feelings.
Drake should.
It was still, even with that, Eric, it was the worst halftime show in history.
But so let me ask you this: it's hip hop. It's not.
Had nothing to do with that.
It does though, because those guys don't put on the shows like a Rihanna or a Lady Gaga with the dancing. It just
Eric,
didn't.
This is my response though. But when Bruce Springsteen went there and did the halftime show,
Bruce Springsteen.
Yes, he did.
Damn,
he just went out there and was the boss. That's all he was. He went out there, he sang his 4 songs, and that was it. There was no spectacle or, woo, wow, look at this. Never saw this before. It was just him singing, boom, it was still great. He went out there. The choreography was a mess. I don't care what anybody says. I was seeing people doing different things when they were supposed to doing the same thing. They were all off time. Everything about it was just awful. His voice sucks. His voice really sucks. It comes off so whiny. I felt like I was watching The Nanny for like 20 minutes.
Fran Drescher, then?
Yes, Fran Drescher, the Nanny, exactly. That's what I felt like I was listening to.
Well, save it for Friday, because
how dare you disrespect the Nanny like that?
Let's get back into this poor list, because Kenny, the NBA, We could
Yeah,
always
so,
talk
all right.
about
Oh,
the
So,
Super Bowl at
look,
some other.
you explain, all right, I'll buy it slightly. I'll buy them the Knicks being in there. I get the Denver Nuggets. Cleveland Cavaliers dropped the spot. And yet they're on a 2-game winning streak right now.
yeah.
So why are they number 3?
Oh, don't you understand? The Celtics beat them. The Celtics beat them. The
Yeah.
Celtics beat them. Yeah.
I don't think they beat it. They manhandled them.
Thank you.
They beat them
Thank you.
twice in a week,
Thank
didn't
you.
they?
Thank you. Thank you.
At home and away.
Thank you.
I think you got to look at, Ron, the fact that 6-4 in their last 10.
Yeah.
They just haven't been as dominant as they were at the beginning of the season.
Right. This is
That-
why I asked Kenny to explain. He explains. I get that. He's right. They should be number 3.
Yeah. I mean, even though they're first in the offense in the paint, scoring in the paint, 60.9%. And from 3 to 39.5.
The magic numbers.
With the loss Tuesday, but they're 3.
They're number 3. Now, are they going to continue like it's almost, it's not like a slide. Like a slide, you just like tank it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of gradually letting up off the gas pedal. And they're just kind of like coasting right now.
I also think, though, too, the DeAndre Hunter trade, and once that comes into fact, you may see them, ramp it back up. Yeah. Listen, it's February. Come March, this team is going. If we'll know what kind of team Cleveland is in March. Yep. By then, you've had a month to see what this trade did for them. And then at that time, I think there's at least another matchup with Boston. That's going to be a key, right? Do they come back and do they show a little more fight and are able to beat Boston? If not, then I like where Kenny put them, because Boston is still hot and cold, but realistically, they're winning the games they need to win. They're beating the teams for the most part they need to beat. They're losing the teams they shouldn't be losing to. And I think some of that is it's that championship hangover.
Yeah. I agree. They lost to Dallas on Thursday. They beat the Cleveland Cavaliers and they beat the Knicks.
Yeah, two tough opponents in their own conference too. And the Knicks game, they embarrassed the Knicks.
Yeah.
Completely embarrassed them. And it didn't get any better from the first game that they met. In fact, it got much worse. But and Jason Tatum is going to score 37 plus against them every game.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, the thing with Boston is, how do you lose to Dallas without Luka and no Antonio Davis? Like, those are the things that are blowing my mind. But I also feel like they're not trying to ramp up till probably March, April as well, with the playoffs start to kick. That's when they're going to start to play.
Yeah.
Right now, all they got to do, Kyle, thanks for joining. All they got to really do is just get through the regular season right now. We know they can win in the postseason, and they got to stay healthy. Health is going to be the biggest.
What they're going to do is they're going to probably play playoff basketball in the last 8 of 10 games. They'll probably take the last game off. And, you'll just have a lot of the bench players, for the most part, playing most of those last couple, maybe.
And realistically,
you don't get tuned up.
This isn't a team that needs the 1 seed.
Yeah,
they're not. They're deep. They can win on the road. Yeah. So I just think that what we're seeing from Boston right now,
coasting, just getting tuned up, getting your game together individually.
Yeah, a little banged up, but I listen. It's not anything major, Kyle. Like, I don't. It's not Porzingis out for, it's like little nagging things. And I think a lot of guys are just sitting.
It's just Drew Holiday and Porzingis. And this is what I want to get out of my chest before I flip out. I have to say this. I want to apologize to Ron.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I am awake.
Yeah. This is going to hurt me in the morning, but I have to apologize to Ron because Luke Cornett against the Knicks, he went for 14 points, 7 for 7, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks. So I want to apologize to Ron.
Yeah, because we had talked about, Luke Cornett. Look, he's playing very well. I love him coming off the bench. I think he's a solid player.
Stop it.
Damn it, Luke Cornett.
Stop.
Damn it, Luke Cornett.
Even a squirrel finds a nut every so often. Let's stop it. Cut it out.
Come on. He's played solid. He's played solid.
He's an okay player.
Right. He is an okay player, but he's playing
hold on.
well.
Porzingis gets hurt. You want Luke Cornett as your starting
No.
center? Okay.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he's playing well coming off the bench. He's playing well. I mean, he's not a starter.
The man gets one game where he got lucky. He's averaging 5.3 points per game.
You're making it sound like I think he's an all-star.
5 rebounds.
He's a good role player coming off that bench.
In 47 games.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't know.
He needs a hairstylist, though.
Whatever you're on, you got to give some of us.
He's always got his hair like hanging all over the place, and
hasn't made a 3 this year though. Hasn't even taken a 3. Wow, Luke.
No, why would he take a 3 when he can dunk it from those great passes that he's getting?
He's averaging 1.3 free throws a game too. Whoa, easy, Luke.
Yeah. I don't know. He does okay.
5 and 5, buddy.
5 and 5, 5 points, 5 boards.
That's what he's averaging.
That's fine for me.
That is, sign me up.
I would have liked,
Ron's
to see Daniel Tice come back, but
oh jeez.
Let's talking about this Boston Celtics team, right? Moved up to number 2, 37-16, 698 win percentage. They dropped below 700.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
27-9 in the conference, 7-3 in their last 10. I mean, we were just talking. They're just tuning up. Really, that's all it is. Coast to the end, and then worry about the playoffs.
Your concerns have to be this, and this is your only concerns with the Boston Celtics. Mm-hmm. Derek White is not the same Derek White from last year.
No.
So that scares me a little bit because he was big in the postseason for them.
Yeah.
And then, again, injuries. Drew Holiday, you said it, Kenny, right? Let's get these things out of the way now in February because come March, April, these guys got to be all 100% ready to go. And then Porzingis, to me, you remember the old adage, step on a crack, break your mom's back?
Yep.
That's Porzingis for me. Step anywhere on the floor, something gonna get injured. He scares me. I love the trade when it happened because obviously they won the championship, but he wasn't even part of the postseason.
Yeah.
I don't know
whatever they get from him is a bonus, is basically what you're saying.
But I'd rather not get it now. I'd rather get it in April, May.
Right.
And that's where I think as Boston fans, you'd have to be concerned is
have them sit out every other game. That's all.
And I also want to say, and I don't know, Kenny, if you've seen this or you feel this way, Joe Mazzulla, as much credit as we gave him last year, some of it you got to take a blame this year for their I guess the fact that they're not consistent. Yeah, they're not consistent.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's a big part of that. It's not, first of all, I don't know why any team's got to shoot 45 threes a game.
Yeah.
At some point it comes back to bite you, but okay.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't bite them more than once in a row, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's working. It's working. At any moment, somebody could be cold, but somebody else is going to be hot, whether it's Porzingis, Tatum. I mean, we've seen Luke
Cornett.
Peyton Pritchard.
You know, we've seen them all get hot and start knocking threes down. Horford as well.
Big Al.
Big Al.
You
Tell
know,
me he don't look old now.
Yeah,
He's getting old. Fuck,
Getting
Big
old.
Al. What's he, 19 years?
Yeah, but he's good coming off the bench, you know. But that's the problem. If Porzingis comes down, he has to stay out there.
Mm-hmm. Him and Luke.
That's right.
All right.
And Kada. What about Kada?
I can't with you. Sometimes when you open your mouth, I just don't.
I like pushing your buttons, Eric.
Hey, OKC, the Oklahoma City Thunder, back at number 1. This is what, 4 weeks in a row, Kenny?
Yeah. Yep.
At least.
And Holmgren is back. So you know what that means. It's just gonna
Holmgren.
And
White chocolate.
Oh, that twig that they drafted a couple of years ago.
White chocolate.
Chet Holmgren. He's back. He played Friday with Isaiah Hortenstein, and they had a ball out there together.
That was a big pickup for them.
Yeah, huge pickup.
That
from
was
the
a
Knicks. He's definitely, look, SGA. We probably can put him in the top 5 in the league right now. You know, some of the best players. I'm not. You could argue
probably top 2.
You could argue it, right? And then that's this team, best record in the league. It hasn't seemed to lose any, momentum so far this season. He should. Think about it. If he gets this team and then the number 1 seed and the best record in the league,
a complete collapse in order for him not to get it at this point. I mean, he's been that good.
He's been that good.
Yeah, leading the league in scoring too. 32.7 points per game.
He improves like every week. He shoots 40% from the free throw line, right? And the last 3 games, he is going 38 for 42. This guy improves every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't hit his ceiling yet.
Nope, he has not.
Could be the next great one.
Oh, and he scored 50 points for the 3rd time in 7-game stretch.
Yeah, and he leads obviously he leads in scoring, but then he leads the Thunder in scoring, assists, and steals.
Yep.
So, you know what I mean? He's really doing some work. Hartenstein leading the team in rebounds, 12 rebounds per game. That was such a big pickup for them.
He's such a big body.
Good player.
Such a big body.
Good player.
Listen, I love this team because they're fun. They're young. Yeah.
The postseason this year is going to be really fun because there's going to be a lot of different aspects that we're going to be getting in matchups, on both conferences. I mean, when you look at now, Houston is slipped to 4th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
They're in 4th, but they're barely hanging on from the Lakers right now.
And you got to look at it this way too, Kenny. Kenny, I know you'll relate to this. Boston Celtics back in the 80s, then you had the Detroit Pistons, and then the Bulls, right? And each time you'd see these teams. This matchup could be Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Golden State Warriors in the first round.
Yep.
Which now you see that passing of the torch possibly. This could be the team in the West for the next 5 to 7 to 8 years because of their youth and how they seem to progress and get better.
Yeah.
That's what's exciting about this team because we're watching this team slowly grow into a contender that could win.
They got a couple of young players that are just super talented, and some of them haven't even blossomed yet because they can't get out on the floor because this is like how many guys that have played more than 5 years on this team?
None.
Right? So, I mean, these guys, if they can stay together, this team could dominate for maybe, up to 10 years.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I think we get to witness it. But Kenny, probably your best list in a while. I like it. I like this week. I think he did a pretty good job. I mean, I could see Ron's argument with the Memphis Grizzlies, but again, the Knicks to a solid.
Eric, for the most part, every time when I question something, Kenny has responded with the exact thing that I was looking for to explain why he has who he has and where they have it. He has done an awesome job on that, and I thank him a lot for that.
Not just a pretty face, man. Not just a pretty face.
Right. Not doing so well on Do You Know, but
because I'm cheating.
Hey, all right, Ron.
Here we go.
I think Ron, you're running this show today. What's next, buddy?
So we already talked about Anthony Davis, but there's also still Giannis. He's out for a week.
I think the Giannis thing was more about the All-Star game.
Yeah,
you think so?
He didn't want to play.
No.
So yeah. That's the thing. You know, this All-Star game. It's how is this working with 3 teams? Is it a round robin?
There's 2 teams play. I think the loser plays the other team, and then the winner of that game plays.
So one team only has to play 1 game.
No, they got to play 2 games, no matter what.
Then it's got to be a round robin.
First
it's
2
dumb.
teams play. One team wins.
Dumb.
They wait for the loser to play the other loser.
Yeah.
Or not the loser.
But there's no other loser. The other team's not playing.
Well, one of them plays 1 game. Okay.
It's stupid. It's dumb.
Yeah.
The All-Star, that's why nobody wants to play in it.
Yeah.
And Kenny Anderson, who picked the 3rd team, he's terrible. What a horrible team he picked. Horrible. You have like all the best players on 2 teams because Charles and Shaq know what they're doing. And then you have Kenny's team. Not this Kenny. Bad. Kenny would do a lot better. Let me tell you.
I don't know. I've seen Kenny's sometimes.
Kenny, oh my God, his team is so bad. So bad. It's all the scrubs.
All right, let's see here. Because we're gonna. All right.
Yeah. I want to see that.
It's time for Do You Know?
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was gonna give you the rosters here, but hold on.
Oh, you want to give the roster?
All right, here you go. Team Shaq has got LeBron, Anthony Davis, who's out now.
It's Kyrie taking his place.
Is he? Kevin Durant, Kyrie. James Harden, Kyrie. Oh, I see what they did. They added Kyrie there. Steph Curry, Jason Tatum, Damian Lillard, and Jaylen Brown. It's a pretty good team. Team Shaq.
Yeah.
Team Kenny, Anthony Edwards, Jaren Jackson, Darius Garland, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brunson, Jalen Williams, Evan Mobley, Tyler Hero.
That's it. They're good players. They're all-stars, but they are not
Team Chuck. All-stars. Team Chuck, Nikolai Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Pascal Siakam, Karl Anthony Towns, Trae Young, obviously Giannis is out, Victor Wembanyama, Alperen Sengun, and Donovan Mitchell.
Yes.
That's a good team.
See, just the sheer numbers. You
Chuck's
have
team's
Joker,
the best team.
So Ice Trae will get
3 top guys on that team, right? How do you not get one of those? How do you not get one?
Well, LeBron was his first pick, probably. Then he went Davis, I would think.
Yeah.
And that came back to bite him.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You're replacing him with Kyrie. Still better than most of the players on Kenny's team. Makes no sense. He clearly
went with the youth. He went young.
Yeah, don't forget Ice Trae is going to be in for Giannis.
Yeah. Ice Trae. All right. Do you know? I think that's what you said we're at.
Yes. Let me find some graphics for it.
Here I am.
How about that one?
I'm going to get robbed. Here I am. All right.
Kenny.
Okay. All right.
It's not as easy as last week. Last week was really easy. Everybody got all 3 of them, right? I think you got 2.5, Eric, right?
Yeah.
Let me bring up that graphic there.
Oh, here we go. The graphic.
So Kenny, you're 9.5 and 19. Eric is 5.5 and
over
3.
500.
Why do you have
Danny
to say it?
is 2-0, and Austin is 0.5 and 0.
Why,
Point
why do you
Because
have,
he wasn't there
what?
for the question, he got the half a point bonus.
why do you have to say it louder when you say my stats? Why do you have to say it louder? I don't understand.
9.5 and 19.
Thank you.
Better?
Much better.
All right. As long as you're happy, Kenny. Why won't it come off? There we go. All right. So, question number 1.
Yep.
Who was the first player
Mm-hmm.
to average 30 points per game for the season to lead the league? First player to do it.
First player to average 30 points in a season.
Yeah, to lead the league.
Leading season.
Yep.
Oh boy. Oof.
Do you know, Eric?
I'm gonna guess. So you said they're not as easy, so it's gotta be some. So let me ask: would we at least would we know the player?
I think the questions will get harder as they go.
All right. So I'm gonna go Wilt. I don't think that's right. But
No. I'm gonna go
too easy.
I'm gonna go with. It can only be 2 people, and I'm gonna go with Oscar Robinson.
Ooh, Oscar Robinson. That's a good guess.
You know who else
But
I was
it
gonna
would be
say?
wrong.
I already said. Well, Rick Barry. I don't know. Kept coming to my mind. Rick Barry.
It is in fact Wilt Chamberlain.
Bang!
Ooh.
Holy cow!
I knew it. That was my other pick. I was like, oh, shit.
Woo-hoo! All right.
All right, so there we go. There's the update right there.
Bang! All right. No matter what, I'm still over 500 after tonight. All right.
Okay.
Kenny, come on.
Kenny's got 20 losses now.
I feel like
Kenny should retire from 2 years.
I think so.
All right. Who was the last player to lead the league in scoring with less than 30 points? Who was the last one to do it with less than 30?
Ooh. That's an interesting.
If you're out there, come on, let's get these answers. Come on, Kyle, Hugo, and don't cheat.
And it's more recent.
Yeah.
Well, the last one to do it. The last one to get under 30.
It's like in the last few years.
Oh,
I'm gonna go Giannis. Going Giannis.
We'll go James Harden.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
All right, let's go with that. You said James Harden. Oh, Kenny. Not doing so well today.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Bring up that. Oop, that's not the right thing.
Hey, we're at WDJY. Yeah,
WDJY
99.1 every Saturday at 1 p.m. Spots are folded. Oh, it wasn't Giannis either.
It wasn't Giannis, and it wasn't Harden. It was
LeBron.
similar to Harden, Russell Westbrook.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
28.1 points in 2014-15. Oh, and just so you know, Wilt Chamberlain was 1959-60. He had 37.6. All right. That brings us to the last question and probably the more difficult of all of them. So I'm not convinced that Kenny's going to get one right today.
What? How dare you disrespect me? Like, let's go.
I'm hoping you do. And I will give an opportunity.
Oh, here we go.
For a bonus point.
All right. Bonus point.
But you got to get it right first.
All right.
Cheated already. Here we go.
Who was the first player to three-peat scoring titles? Won it 3 years in a row. Who was the first one to do it?
Gonna go.
This is harder.
3 in a row.
3 in a row. First one to do it.
I feel like you're tricking us.
Mm-hmm.
Go, Michael.
Who?
Michael Jordan.
Oh.
See, I don't think it was.
First one to three-peat.
Can you repeat the question?
What are you on the spelling bee? Can you use it in a sentence, Ron? Let's use it in a sentence.
All right, I'll try. Who was the first player to three-peat scoring titles?
Scoring title. Okay. All right.
Yeah, they won the scoring title 3 years in a row.
Okay. All right. All right.
It did change.
So 3 years in a row, Ron? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, 3
Yes.
years in a row. Oh,
3 years
okay.
in a row.
Yeah, they got a
Oh.
scoring three-peat.
Title. They were the highest scorer, Kenny,
Okay.
3 years in a row. 3 different seasons, by the way. If you,
Yeah, at least three. At
you
least
might
3 in a row.
you might have to explain it a little more too.
I'm going Jerry West.
Ooh, it's a good guess.
That was a pretty good guess, actually. But it was still wrong. And you were wrong as well.
I knew I would be. Still over 500.
So let's
This is
fix
bogus.
those numbers right there.
This
There
is
we
such
go.
a-
That's what we
oh,
look
this-
like now.
This is such bogus. This is bogus. Who was it?
George Mikan.
Oh,
What was
You
the
said
bonus
George
question?
Mikan last week for an answer.
What's the bonus question?
The bonus question would be the 3 years that he did it.
Ooh,
okay.
71, 2, and 3.
No. Got me. I don't know.
Just throw a year out there, bro.
I want to say
Can't be.
56, 57, 58.
Okay.
No, not even close.
Yeah, close.
1948 through 51.
So close. So
48 through 51.
I was
bogus.
almost born.
Did you
Pitiful.
Did you know it's bogus, yo? This is bogus. I've cheated every week. What kind of mess is it? George Mikan.
It was all about scoring titles. Kenny, you should know where they fit.
Listen, I'm cheating, yo.
And usually it's one player dominates a whole generation. Except for lately. The so-called GOAT can't get a scoring title.
You know what I heard? And Kenny, I got to make this. I got to hear this. Kenny, so are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
So I heard the other day, and this was Stephen A., who, again, sometimes I don't. LeBron James, right now, is the oldest player at 40 to score over 40 points, right? And they were trying to beats Michael, right? So the legacy keeps going. And then they said, I think LeBron scored 40-something points, 42 points, 40 points, like 42 times in his career. He's played 22 years.
Mm-hmm.
Michael scored 173 in 7 less seasons. 173, bro. It's not even close.
40.8.
Not even
Yeah.
close.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
Like this Jordan if Jordan played as long as LeBron did. And
He would
obviously
never.
LeBron started at 18 when he got him. He didn't go to college.
Yeah, right.
Michael would have destroyed his records.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be close.
Nope.
Would not be close. That's why I don't even understand how he's even in the conversation. Because frankly, I don't think he's in the conversation.
Here we go. Disrespectful. There you go.
Look, it's just simple. How many scoring titles do you have? I mean, Michael won 7 in a row. LeBron won 1 in a row. He has 1. It's just that simple.
All right, Ron, we got to do one for you. All right,
right.
Ron, do you know?
No.
Okay. John Stockton is the all-time assist leader.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
LeBron James is 4th all-time.
Mm-hmm.
Who's number 2 and 3?
Can you name 2, 3, and 5?
2, 3, and 5?
We'll give you a half a point for each one if you get one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm guessing. Ooh, there's a lot of good players. I'm guessing Magic Johnson is probably one of them.
Okay, 2 more.
Really? Wow.
Magic Johnson 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Only played
All
in
right.
906 games. That's what.
Well,
that doesn't help him.
LeBron has to be one.
I already said Stockton's 1. LeBron is 4.
Oh, okay.
So give me 2, 3,
that's how we
and
play.
5.
That's how we play.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would think.
Would you like me to use it in a sentence?
Can he read the sentence?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to say Gary Payton.
Gary Payton is 11th.
Holy
Mhm.
crap.
Yeah.
So 1 more to get a half a point, Ron.
Jason
Otherwise-
Kidd.
Jason Kidd is 3rd. So you get a half a point.
And Chris Paul is in there too.
Chris Paul is number 2.
Number 2.
And number 5. Kenny? For a half a point?
Try to think. I knew the easier ones. I know Chris and I know Jason. I'm gonna say.
I can't think of his name. I can see him. Oh God, I can't think of his name. I can see him though.
Nothing, Kenny?
Oh, Russell Westbrook.
No.
No.
I don't know. Let's see where Russell is. He on there? Russell Westbrook is 9th. Steve Nash, gentlemen. Steve Nash.
Yes, I saw the hair and I'm like, oh my God, what the hell's his name?
Steve Nash is 5th all time in assists.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot about Steve.
Hey, but
yesterday,
I got 2 of them.
yesterday was his birthday.
You got a half a point, and you lost.
I only
the
get a
point.
half. I did name the other guy.
After you already had your guesses.
Right? Trying to cheat. Look at him. Look at him.
Gotta get
It's
you
all right.
on there. So you're like what?
Yeah, but look at
You're
this,
still
Kenny.
ahead.
Yeah. Minus.
this.
Minus. You're negative.
No.
No,
Negative.
1.5 and 0.
How's it 0?
1.5 is.
I don't have
Yes,
any
really.
wrong. I got
Oh,
a
you
half
cheat-
of a point.
Oh, half of a point. That's
But you also got 2 half points off, so you should be 1.5 and 1.
You don't get a 1.5 questions.
I was gonna give you half a point for each one you got,
Yep.
Right, I got a half a point.
and then you missed on 2, so you lose.
When you
2 half
guys
points.
get a half a
exactly.
point, I don't give you a loss too.
Oh boy! All right, cheetah.
Here we go. Cheater.
That's
All
not
right.
cheating.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
Give me another one. Give me another one.
You want
Throw it
another
out
one?
there.
All right, let me see. Hold on.
This is
Hold
my
on.
worst sport of all of them.
Okay.
I know less about the NBA than
All
I
right.
do all the other sports.
All right. This should be easy because we just gave you 5 guys, right?
5 guys. I'd like to get some 5 guys right now.
Nice. Ooh.
I could go for a nice burger.
Which player, John Stockton being number 1,
Mhm.
was number 2 for averaging the most seasons with 10 plus assists per game.
Wait, what?
So there was players that averaged 10 plus assists for the season. John Stockton had 10 of them. Who was number 2?
So somebody had less than 10 seasons with 10 assists.
Average 10 assists. Yes.
All right. Well, I know Chris Paul he's got a very good average, but for some reason I think it goes to oh man, I want to say it. I want to say it was Seattle Supersonic, but I don't think that's right either. 10 seasons.
Stockton
was
had
John
10.
Stockton. So I'm guessing he's going to be either 9 or 8. I'm going to go Gary Payton. For some reason, I feel like it's him.
So think about this. Gary Payton was what, like 9th or in the all
Yeah,
time?
I know, and it should be
Okay.
somebody above, but
Okay. And I gave you a lot of names. It should have been somebody from the top 5. I would tell you that. But it's kind of a trick question. You know why, Ron? Because the second most 10 plus seasons for assists, Magic Johnson with 9.
yeah.
So even though he wasn't in the top 5,
Yeah, okay. All right.
he had the
All
most.
right. So you got me off the 0.
All right, there we go.
Do you feel better now, Kenny?
I do.
I do.
Right? All right.
All right. Negative.
He wants negative.
Now let's see if you guys can answer hockey questions like that.
Got it. Wayne Gretzky. Every time. 15 goals away.
15 assists.
15 goals away for Ovechkin.
Yeah, I know.
Can I just say this, Ron? Ron, since we're talking basketball in this in-season tournament that the NBA does, right?
Yeah.
I get it. We don't like it. I'd prefer that over the taking 2 weeks off to shut down the whole league to play the best of the world or whatever the friggin' stupid thing is. Yeah. Who does that? That's just dumb. They shut down
it's probably NHL sanctioned.
But they
so
shut
they're
down
gonna
the
make
whole
money
thing
off of
for 2 weeks. They shut it
Yeah.
down. Like, how does that make any sense?
Yeah.
I don't get
Yeah,
it. Whatever.
I hate it. It's stupid because it does a lot of things. Not only do you shut it down for 2 weeks, now you got teams playing extra games on either side of that, and the Bruins has played like 4 more games than everybody, and it was mostly on the road.
But how's that fair too to
That's
those
a tough
players
schedule.
those players that are playing in that, right? Doesn't count towards anything.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't count.
So
towards
like
anything.
that's wear and tear on them, and then
Yeah.
I bring you back in 2 weeks to play for my team, and I'm like, wait a minute. But anyway,
That's why I don't mind only 4 players, from the Bruins are going, and Pasta's not one of them. So I'm happy about that. He gets to rest and recharge.
In-season tournament, NBA got it right.
Right. No, they didn't get it right either.
It's better than that. It's better than shutting down the league.
They shouldn't have either of them.
The association shut down for 2 weeks so they can play a couple of games in a bubble.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, though. You have to do that with the NHL because of the weather. NBA can play any time of the year.
All right. So we done, gentlemen? Do you have anything else?
Yes.
Ron,
No, that is it.
All right.
Wraps things up.
That has been the Sports Unfolded NBA show. Great job, Kenny. Thank you for your rankings again this week. Again, tune in Fridays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our regularly scheduled program, Sports Unfolded, where we cover all of the top sports stories that have happened in the past week. We're going to have a lot of fun. Obviously, Super Bowl, some NBA news with that Anthony Davis injury. We'll cover that again. And then Major League Baseball is right around the corner. Right around the corner.
Yeah, I would also watch tomorrow morning because I'm going to do the top 5 commercials for the Super Bowl.
There wasn't any.
Yeah, there was a couple, but
no.
I don't even know if you get
I'm sure
fired.
I'll have my opinions on it.
Yeah.
Trash.
If it's anything like a Kansas list, it stunk. So I can't wait.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Barry Sanders, number 1. All right, gentlemen. We will see you tomorrow. Kenny, you're on tomorrow?
No.
Tomorrow morning? No.
It's
no
on
tomorrow?
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Okay. I'll make sure I tune in. So we will see you then.
Wow.
Yeah, I only watch when
We'll
Kenny's
tune
on.
in for you, Kenny.
I only
I
watch
see
when
how
Kenny-
it is.
You should have like a guest on one of those shows, like a Sports Unfolded, talk about the podcast. I'm just saying. Anyway,
You can come on.
I'm free.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, you are free.
Hey. Don't make me say what I want to say, Ron. All right, everybody, take care out there. Thanks for watching. And all we ever ask for every single episode is that we get peace on earth.
Peace.
Have a good night, everybody.